guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 45 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and the last one, what a cliffhanger. That was a really weird noise I just made. Anyway, I am so excited because I don't know what to expect per se, but Greedling, coming to Bradley's house. He brought the fight to Bradley's house. Maybe he thought that that was the only way that Bradley and Salim wouldn't homunculi out because of Bradley's wife being there. Because it seemed like it was brought up in the last episode to Hawkeye. It's like, I did get to choose my wife. And I'm like, well, I mean, will Salim go full pride and does she know? Does Bradley have to be very, very careful about what he does because she doesn't know that Bradley's a homunculi? I don't know. Or, maybe pride goes for it and she dies and Bradley loses his mind. I don't know. I don't know what to expect in this episode, but that cliffhanger was intense. And I'm super eager to figure out how it plays out. Now, we know that Ed is okay and they are finding their way somewhere with the other chimeras that are working with him. And then we have the other chimeras that were working with Al and Yoki in tow with also Winry. And I have to apologize. I don't know why I keep saying Winry. I thought I got that out of my system, and seeing Xander having to just go, this is what she means. My bad. But them all being in Lior, I don't know if Ed knows to go back to Lior or wants to go to Lior. He might want to go to Resin Bowl. I'm not sure. But the fact that Hohenheim and Al are together, rebuilding Lior. And, the people of Lior, so it's really cool that Hohenheim and Al are there together and that they're kind of rebuilding their relationship a little bit because Al's just like, Dad! And Hohenheim's like, oh, I guess he does think of me as his father. And it's just like, well, I can't tell him the truth about me. And he does. And Al's understanding. And if anything, Al's just like, look at me. Kind of like, my situation's questionable too. And that was really nice. And we had the people of Lior kind of tell Al, what happened wasn't his and Ed's fault, but if anything, it motivated them and it made them want to come together and help rebuild. And there's so many good things that came out of Ed and Al being there that just because of the riots that happened and the army coming in and, everything being destroyed, they're working together to rebuild. And that typically, makes people come together and grow stronger together. And then of course we have Rose talking to Winry and Winry kind of just being like, oh gosh, I'm so sorry that Ed's so insensitive. And we have Rose just being like, well, that's just the way that he shows that he loves you. And I mean, he has been frustrated and is frustrating for Winry. And, it really is an expression of his love sometimes. Do I think he could do it a different way? Yes. Hugs, kisses, compliments, just all over being nice would be great. But, we got all these people just learning about the effect that Ed and Al have had on the city of Lior. And then, we have Hohenheim and Al kind of building a relationship. Now, if Ed shows up, he might have an issue with Hohenheim being there and he might be arguing with Al about it. And Al might just be like, hey, can we just work together? I don't care how mad you are. Can you just calm down for a minute? And I feel if there's going to be something that brings Ed and Hohenheim together in a peaceful way, or at least in a semi-peaceful way, it's going to be that delicious middle sandwich that is Al, or the glue. You could call him the glue. It's fine too. Don't eat glue, but eat a sandwich. Anyway, whatever. Greed coming after Bradley, that was something that it seemed like Greed just didn't really care about anything. And then he killed Beto. And Ling inside of him being like, he was one of your friends. Like that's somebody that like Greed wanted friends. He wanted to be with those chimeras, and Bradley took it away. And it's one of those things where you finally get to see that he still has those memories and it's still part of him. And the people that have, affected him greatly mean something to him. Now, I don't know if that just means Beto's dead or if like he's got a philosopher's stone and he can fix him. I'm pretty sure that's something you can't undo. And that was so sad. And I realized that we had to have, that sacrifice happen in order for Ling to get through to Greed about what happened. And, Greed attacking Bradley, like that was feral and that was wonderful. And how beautiful that it was because of, probably a lot, but, definitely the death of his friends. And just how easy it was for Bradley to dispatch them, not a care in the world. And, Beto also saw, and we also saw that Olivier saw the army of the undead, the dead, the not alive, the meat sacks that will be puppeted to fight a war, just hanging there, just waiting. Horrifying. And, Olivier has to play along, but we saw how horrified Beto was. And I'm sure that like, she's freaking out. Like, she was very like, oh my God, in her mind, but how she's going to handle that, I don't know. And I was really upset about how she treated Alex, but I don't know if that's for show. So they look like they're like, not like, they would never be in cahoots with each other, that she sees him as weak. I could never. In the meantime, she's just like, hey bro, I got you. And like, I'm sure he knows that. I'm sure that this is a long like game. This is like the ruse, like Hawkeye and Roy with the little thing, right? Like Salim Bradley is a homunculus. Like they have their own way of behaving in public so they can actually get a point across. I'm not sure. That's what I hope. Like, because I just really want Alex to have like family that loves him. And she was just really mean to him. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let's see. Hawkeye had the conversation with Bradley about like what she thought about the homunculus being in charge of Amestris. And she said it's just really sad because like the people that she was fighting for like weren't really the people that she thought they were. And like they kind of saw his like little eye pop open where he's just like, huh? It kind of like, I don't know what to say. Like that's a true response. It's having feelings about it. That doesn't mean like he's got to worry about her, but like, that's just, it's valid. It's very valid. And, him saying something, at least I had the choice to pick my wife. I don't think that there is one wasted word on this show, or maybe I'm looking into it because I tend to do that where I'm just like, they said it. What does that mean? What does it mean? I don't know what the definition of is. If you know, you know. Anyway, so really excited to get into this episode. I don't know if we're going to start with the conflict with Greedling and Bradley, with Salim and the wife. I don't know if we've ever gotten her name. Maybe we have. Maybe I didn't remember it. I'm just like, oh, she's, I don't know, Bradley's wife. Anyway, I'm excited to find out, see how it goes. Nervous, but excited. Either way, let's get into it. You can tell I don't know how to play guitar. I always start missing the last song, and then I like start hearing this one, and I'm like, yeah, it's my jam. Oh, I just saw Bradley and Ling. There's so many times that I watch this that I miss things. I know it's not like super important to the story, but still I'm like, oh, there was a clue right there. Okay, here we go. Oh, dramatic music.
Darling! You and Salim, stay back. Why do I remember you, Bradley? Tell me, why did you destroy
look at
my
Salim.
possessions?
Oh, Salim. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh my gosh, this animation is kind of insane. Whew. Oh, that was intense. That animation was intense. Oh, Salim, Salim, Salim. Ooh. Not because he's protective of Bradley, that's for sure.
Father, I demand you retire.
What? It's beautiful.
You should spend your final doddering, frail years in comfort.
Frail years?
Thank you for your concern, but I plan to make Alex my successor.
You mean that sniveling jellyfish? Leave the family affairs to me.
She really is not very nice.
Would you truly be able to relax leaving things to him?
Mean! Alex is my favorite Armstrong. There.
Perfect timing! Oh? Engage your sister in combat.
Oh!
The victor shall earn my title as head of the family.
What does that mean, Victor? Like, whoever lives?
For shame. You've given me no choice!
Oh, it's my favorite. Oh! Oh!
Understand, sister. I intend to use every ounce of my body and soul to fight you.
I am not mad.
Don't patronize me, Alex. Your bloated muscles are worthless without a spine.
Shall I prepare for a
Damn.
respite?
Yes.
They all just have their little fun curly cue.
No take-backs, Alex.
Are you trying to kill me?
Yeah,
What
are you?
tipped you off, moron?
Try to hang in there, Alex.
What a funky family
What sort of
dynamic.
souvenirs should we bring back for them?
Statues seem the most fitting. Large and solid statues.
Well, in that case,
Okay.
I want a statue too, then.
Are they like really, 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 really rich? Because it feels that way. I mean, the house probably could have tipped me off. What is happening?
Have you exiled mother and father to a foreign land so they can't be taken hostage?
Smart.
Get out, loser. You'll stink up my mansion with your cowardice.
Mean. I got your back, Alex. You're my guy. But very smart of her to get her family out of the country.
I'm traveling back to my own country.
Wait, you mean you're gonna cross the desert all by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at all these people.
All right, everyone. Let's help her out. Hand over any extra food.
Oh, that is so kind.
They sure are nice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You don't even want to help them? Well, that's probably for the best. What's your emperor gonna think when you hand over a half-dead homunculus? I doubt it's going to do your clan much good.
Stop talking to Envy.
But you could go to Central. I mean, that's where you can learn the true way to gain immortality. You could even help save all of these people's lives.
Oh, Envy.
Oh well, why should you care if they live or die anyway?
Why are you listening to the slug?
Wait, where are you going?
I've got to get back to Central. I've got some unfinished business.
I mean, I'm happy that May isn't going back to
I'm gonna
Jing.
stuff you in a jar once we get to Central.
She got so manipulated by
I just
Envy.
need a philosopher's stone. After that, I'll be whole again.
Yeah, what I was saying is there's only one soul left in Envy, and that's Envy's soul. Or whatever the little animal is. Thing, creature, whatever. No Philosopher's Stone is what my point is. Jeez.
We've used this place as a hideout before.
And you're positive that your brother's here?
Oh yeah, I know Al better than he knows himself. This is the only place he would be.
Hey, there's nobody here.
Why would he think that? Roy? Oh,
Ling, I mean, great.
yeah. Oh, his stomach's crawling.
Hungry, need food. No,
What?
it's Ling.
It's definitely Ling. Okay, I thought this was all solved. Never mind. When he's Ling, he's still hungry.
It's amazing that you're not a giant fat ass.
He ate all of
jeez.
our rations.
Are you gonna introduce me to your pals? Well, that's Mr. Gorilla.
My name's Darius.
And I'm Heinkel.
Darius and Heinkel.
Well, to put it lightly, Greed had a falling out with the other homunculi, so I took advantage of his confusion and managed to regain control of my body. What's the matter? It's Greed.
Greed's, yeah.
He's starting to fight back. Hey! No, 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 no,
Oh,
no,
come
no!
on!
Fight back, you idiot!
A head injury isn't gonna stop it.
That guy beneath Central, he's gonna open the portal on the Day of Reckoning. I could be wrong about this, but I think you and Al should jump in when he does. It's the best chance you have to get your bodies back.
Okay.
That makes sense and everything, but there's a toll that must be paid to even open the portal. And why? Why is he opening the portal?
To create a bigger Philosopher's Stone.
I can't hold him much longer.
Ooh.
The message. You got it to Lanfan, right? Al gave it to her, and she's doing all right. Thank you, Ed. Ling! Sorry.
Oh, boy. Here comes Greed.
Damn. Pain in the ass, Prince.
Is that you, Greed?
Yeah. What tipped you off?
The voice changed.
Don't bother. You can't even scratch me with that thing. Well, see you later.
See you later.
Why don't you team up with us? You've got nowhere to go. Why not come with us?
And then we get Ling. Oh, another team.
Up yours, kid. This world is my possession, not yours. Now it's a different story if you want to follow me. You're welcome to join my team.
Interesting. Well, it was nice to see Ling, like full Ling.
I'm completely alone now.
If you're gonna pout about it, why don't you join up with Ed? But if you want more, you could always give me my body back. I'll take my place as Emperor of Xing. That should be enough to fill up your emptiness.
I think so too.
Ruler of a whole country. You think too small.
Oh.
That's just not enough.
Sounds about right for Greed, right?
Wait up!
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm Greed, not Ling.
It's
No.
too difficult to keep track of. I'll just call you Greeling from now on.
Oh, there you go.
I thought about it, and I've decided to join your team after all. And since these guys seem to follow me everywhere, you've got 2 Chimeras on your team as well.
Smart.
Who do you think you are?
I realized something.
You need
I've
help.
been a follower ever since I became a dog of the military. So I'm already used to rolling over on command. And besides, there's too much at stake.
I don't want to hear any regrets.
Give me a break. I've already got 1,000,000 regrets. What's one more?
1,000,001. I don't care who I follow as long as they're feeding me.
So, what kind of Chimeras
Smart
are
guys.
I'm part gorilla.
I'm part lion.
you? Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, I thought he was going to have the Philosopher's Stone.
I get the feeling I won't be seeing Winry or Al for a while.
Oh.
The Day of Reckoning.
Well, maybe you could buy something next time.
Sorry about that. The military's pretty desperate to find you. I've got a message for you from Alphonse and some man named Hohenheim.
I see.
Oh, okay, so they're pretty far away.
Report to headquarters at once! This is Lookout Post B. We're under attack.
Point B! Who's attacking?
Oh.
A housewife!
Oh. Oh, I did not expect Izumi to be up in Briggs.
Ah, yes, the Day of Reckoning. Your timing couldn't be better. This is certainly getting interesting.
This is jumping all over the place.
Hello there, Rebecca. Your aim is looking fine, but not nearly as fine as your...
What do you think you're doing, General Grumman?
Yeah, the hell?
You've got to keep your guard up on the battlefield. But seriously, you're friends with Lieutenant Hawkeye, correct?
Huh?
We're gathering people, I see. Okay.
I caught wind of a rumor that they're gonna postpone the North versus East training exercises. They've actually decided to hold the drills in the east instead. I heard that from the Führer himself.
Are they talking in code?
I think it's time you set me up with a nice guy from Central.
Here, this is the nicest guy I know.
Oh, Hayate, how can your master be so cold-blooded and cruel?
This is so weird.
Make sure to tell Lieutenant Havoc I said hello.
You got it. Well, now, she wants me to say hi to Havoc.
Hmm?
Here you go. Only one per day, though.
Oh, thanks, Lieutenant.
Is it
And
rolled
I
up
was
in
just
there?
about to run out.
Rebecca wanted me to say hello for her.
Okay, great.
Oh, and tell the Colonel I said hi.
They're just passing info, and I don't really know, like, what's happening.
You look like you could use one too, Colonel.
No, thanks. I'd better take off.
No, trust me, you can use this one.
Yeah, take it. Oh.
Be prepared for the coming spring. When the promised day arrives, the North and East will make their move.
Okay. That whole end scene was... I was just like, whoa, what's happening? Who's this? This is a lot. I did not check if there was an end credit scene. Okay, so I was expecting like a way bigger, longer fight with Greed and Bradley, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Definitely, I like the idea that Ling can kind of take over. I don't like that he still is hungry and needs to eat. Like he's kind of a whole human at that point. But I do like that he can access that. And especially it seems like Greed was like really spent from the fight, so Ling was able to like push him back. I do like that Ed is just kind of playing along a little bit with Greed and is kind of like making Greed think that, yes, I'm working for you. Yeah. I'm used to rolling over and just showing my belly and always being told what to do and taking orders. That's Ed in a nutshell, right? It's like so not Ed. But I mean, Greed wasn't going to join a group. He wants to be in charge because he's greedy. He's greedy, right? So when it seems like it's Greed's idea, he's all for it. And Ed pulling out the earrings and saying that it's going to be a while before he sees Al and Winry, this day of reckoning is coming, and yes. But we need Greed. And the fact that Greed, essentially, him attacking Bradley means that he will never be accepted back in with the homunculuses. That's good for us, I think. But the fact that he keeps remembering all of his friends and that Bradley was the one that killed them, it's such a good way to just keep Greed angry at Bradley and the rest of the homunculus. So interesting. Now, the note passing, information giving of like the little montage at the end, I was just kind of like, what is happening? Okay, they're talking in code, or obviously we can feel when it doesn't feel genuine and it feels like overacted. But I was trying to keep track of it, and it just seems like all this information that's passing. And I did not expect Izumi to be in the north. I don't even know how she got up there for that. I guess obviously she talked to Al. Well, she didn't. The guy that's running the butcher shop of theirs told Sig told Izumi went to Briggs called people. The fact that Izumi yet again was able to break through and get to Briggs is hilarious. I was like, what? Who is attacking them? And then when it panned up and I saw her little dreadlocks, I was like, oh, it's this bitch. I love Izumi. Now, it is really hard for me to swallow Olivier treating Alex the way she does, because obviously I love him. I adore him. I think that, Alex is just everything. He hulked out. He gave us those muscles, those beautiful, beautiful muscles. And she said, who cares about your soft muscles when they're not supported by a spine? Whoo, sick burn. Okay, so, yeah, I get what she was doing about getting her family to leave and getting them to safety, especially if they're in Jing. Less to worry about there, for sure. But, you know, the way she is with Alex... Man, I think it's because I love him so much. I don't want to see him spoken to that way, and I want him to be held in high regard. But the things that she holds in high regard is, you know, being courageous, and she feels like him leaving the front lines because he couldn't handle it was just, I don't know. It's not nice. It's not nice. I don't like that. I don't like that aspect of her. It doesn't make me hate her character, but, you know, anytime her and Alex are in the same, like, frame, I'm going to be like, okay, are you going to be a jerk to your brother again? Like, that sucks. But maybe that's just always been their dynamic. And, you know, like, the fact that she can, like, still whoop his ass. She is the stronger Armstrong. She is the better fighter out of the two. Maybe she should be the head of the family. Or maybe, again, it's just a way for it to play out to keep her family safe. I don't know. I don't like it. I want it to stop. I just want her to give her brother a hug, but that's not really her. Anyway. Now, something that's rather irritating is Envy. Still alive in that jar. Another dwarf in a flask, if you will. Yeah, I was kind of confused at the like death of Envy, because I was like, well, is the Philosopher's Stone gone? Because then Envy should be dead, but if there's still a soul, like one soul left, they'll leave like a little snivelly worm or whatever Envy actually is. Like that's what's still alive. And so now Envy's like, I need to get my hands on a Philosopher's Stone. Let me manipulate May, because obviously May is a caring, empathetic character, that it will in fact make her want to protect these people, because if she goes back with just, you know, a snivelly little homunculus, I don't know if the Emperor would see that as a good thing or a bad thing either way. And, you know, I really thought the whole thing was going to work on greed, about like, you know, ruling a kingdom. And it's just like, a kingdom's not enough. A country's not enough. I want the world. And Ling's like, the world? Like, at some point we got to do something about greed. I don't know. But, you know, like for May, like all those people were being so kind to her that didn't even know her, wanted to help her. You know, I mean, it helps that she like looks like a, you know, cute little innocent girl, and that she's going to go all the way through the desert by herself, which I think should actually probably be fine. But, you know, everybody was willing to help her. And it's like when people are so generous and so kind, it can be overwhelming emotionally. And sometimes you feel like you don't deserve it. And then, you know, you have Envy going like, oh, these people are going to die, you know, and it's like, ugh. I thought we were done with Envy. I think we were robbed of lust. I feel like we should have had lust for a lot longer and Envy could just go, but that's not the way this is going to work. Ugh. Ugh. So I did go back and watch the end credits. There's not really an end credit scene besides Roy like lighting the note on fire. But I had somebody leave me all of the episodes that have an end credit scene in a comment, and then they have below it like the ones that have different end credits, period. And this was one of them. So I didn't realize that. And I went back and watched it, and it was kind of like doing like a showing. It's almost like an Avengers Assemble thing. Like you kind of just see like all of the pieces being moved into place. And it was very much at the end there, like hard for me to wrap my head around what was going on, because it was like so many moving parts. But what I like is that we have everybody that we can just kind of like call, and they are ready to respond, and they're ready to like pass it on. So it's just like we have a really well-oiled machine that knows how to speak to each other in either code or, you know, like with Hawkeye and the I can't remember her name, but Grumman grabbed her butt, and like that's not okay. He's like, you have to be all aware of everything on the battlefield. I mean, yes, but she wasn't on the battlefield. Anyway, didn't sit right with me with that. But like them having that conversation with each other was definitely talking in code. So I'm just like really interested to see how it all comes together in the next episode. But if you want to watch the full length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 3 episodes early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Woo! I don't like Alex getting his butt whooped by his sister and her being so mean. Not a question, it's just a statement. Thought I'd throw it out there. I really like Greed and Ling's dynamic, and I want more of it. Especially when they show Ling inside talking to Greed. I think that that's just phenomenal. But even when the fight, the animation with Greed and Bradley was amazing, but like them showing like the memories, it almost like looks like it is like not quite crisp and clear, but it's enough. And I really, really enjoyed that. And I think the more Greed remembers his friends, obviously the better for us in the fight. But, I think the more it will really, really boil him. It will really just make him so mad. And the more he'll want revenge. And I'm looking forward to that. So guys, come back here for the next episode. I'm going to watch it right now. So in the meantime, I'll see ya.